St. John. It's been a long month away, but we are finally back on the home court. Who's ready for some basketball tonight? Well, tonight your hometown Riptide take on their 506 rivals from up the road. It's the Moncton Magic. Looks like we got some Moncton fans tonight. The starting lineup for the Moncton Magic: number 3, Corey Allman. Number 5, Denzel Taylor. Number 12, you know him, double A, Anthony Anderson. Number 21, Jeremy Williams. And number 2, Jason Calise. And the Moncton Magic are coached by Joe Salerno. The officials for tonight's game are Max Odette, Jason Steele, and Dave McGrattan.
It has been said that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. We believe to even know talent, to embrace talent, to place our faith in talent is a luxury we cannot afford. Talent is the tempter of persistence and consistency, the great deceiver of success. We believe we eat only what we grow. We don't work, we don't eat. We get our diamonds out the dirt. For hard work, there is no substitute. No magic beans to be planted, no apps to download. For our family, our only mission is to work hard, to work smart, to work together for each other. Because anything worth having is worth working for. Ride the wave.
Here he comes, leading the junior Riptide. It's Lil Rip. And now, let's get loud for your 2017-2018 St. John Riptide. We got a couple inactive players tonight. Number 1, Brian Addison. Number 6, Marvin Binney. Newcomer to the team, Brandon Beaudry. And suited up, we have number 15, Kenny Otieno. Number 12, Aaron Redpath. Number 34, Joel Dondo. Number 55, 55, Darren Mency. Newcomer to the team, please put your hands together and welcome him to St. John. Number 10, Taekwon Gord. All right, put your hands together for your starting 5. You know him as the Gingerbread Man. It's from Pasadena, California. Number 4, Horace Wordley. At 6'3", he comes to us from Valley Stream, New York. It's number 23, Jeremiah Morty. Number 33, hails from Midland, Texas. Everything's big in Texas, so is his game. It's Malcolm Miller. His jersey is number 32. He's better known as Mo from Austin, Texas. Marique Isom. And please put your hands together and welcome another newcomer to the team, Give him a big St. John welcome. He's all the way from Alexandria, Egypt, recently playing with Cape Breton at 6'9", number 35, Ali Ahmed. The team's physiotherapist is Kathy Simon from LifeMark Physiotherapy. Now please rise, remove your hats, and join us for the singing of our national anthem as led by Jess Dara.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our sons' command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. BA announcer getting this crowd going as normal. They're on their feet until the Riptide score their first basket. I'm Stacey Atkinson, and with me tonight, my partner in crime, Hazen Merchant. Riptide team come in at 13 and 12, sitting currently in third place. Lost the last 4 games, Hazen. Moncton team 18 and 14, currently sitting in second place in the division, just a couple games behind Halifax. And as normal, folks, don't go for a snack. Don't leave the room while the game's going on. This is going to be a barn burner. These two teams meet, Hazen. It's always a close game here.
Yeah, it's never an easy one.
And just like that,
Miller calms the crowd.
First time this season,
Wow.
we scored the first basket, or that we scored in the first 30 seconds of play, and
Right.
Miller does that. I like what I saw there. I like immediately down to Miller in the low block. He's not just a three-point shooter. He can bring the ball up the floor, Hazen. He can shoot the three. He can post you up. He can attack the basket. He has, and I called it about 2 months ago. He's soon going to be one of the top 5 players in this league, and he is showing all of that. And Ali Hamid
gets his first 2 points to Riptide jersey.
So, folks, if you don't know, Ali just acquired by this Riptide team just last week, and first home game here with the Riptide. Hazen gets a start, gets his first basket, less than a minute into the game. And we watched him before, didn't we, Hazen? We watched him come in here and play against his Riptide team in the first quarter, dropped 10 points on us, five baskets in a row. We both said, how are we going to stop this big fella?
Yep, and how do we get him in a Riptide jersey?
And we did. So, folks, it's been almost a month since we've done a broadcast. So, like a player not playing for a month, we might be a little shaky tonight, but bear with us.
We'll get through it.
We'll get through it. We'll give you what we can give you. And Jeremiah Morty up top, looking for the big fella down low. So already 3 possessions where we've found that guy with his back to the basket. I like it. And Ahmed just a little pushed out of the paint there. Hazen, I always had a rule of thumb for my post players when I coached. We don't pass him the ball unless he has 1 or both feet in the paint.
Right.
So if you're getting pushed out of the paint, then you need to maybe kick it back out and repost again. And there it is. Marique Isom. Sweetest shot in all the NBL. The sweetest stroke in all of the NBL. Who has a better stroke than Marique Isom from that 3-point line?
It's pretty, that's for sure. And a block.
And a block from Isom.
Oh, nice save there from Malcolm Miller.
And Jeremiah Morty attacking the paint, looking for somebody open, but gets. The only thing available was a running one-hander off the mark, and here comes AA. As Williams lines up the 3 off the mark. Ahmed with a great box out. So, a trade deadline's over, Hazen. There comes a point in the season when, all year long you're thinking, oh, we're going to have trades, and Wes Morty knocks down a corner 3.
I was talking to Jeremiah Morty before the game, and I said, shoot that ball, young man, and shoot the lights out. And he said, I'm going to do my best.
Shoot it with confidence. Yeah, a little extracurricular here with Allman and Morty. Allman didn't like the defense Morty was playing. Morty's going to D up, and he's going to play you tough. When the game's over, you're going to know you're in a game because you got scratches and bruises on you, and you're riding home in the bus thinking, oh, what the heck happened here? I was in a ball game.
Yeah. Morty's just such a tough defender, maybe he's just...
Oh, and Morty with the block from behind.
Nice.
Morty with the block. Good initial defense. It looking like he was going to get a stop anyway, but Morty with the block. And Wormley finds a wide open Miller. He was off by a centimeter on that one, Hazen. And look at Ahmed work in there. And Miller just off the mark, but look at the big fella work. That's why we liked him when we saw him here playing against his Riptide team.
He's doing awesome. 1 offensive board already.
Lots of chatter here in this defense, lots of hedging, lots of switching if we have to switch. But I like the defensive set here of this Riptide team. Closing on a 3-point shooter. Ahmed just throws the Moncton player out of the way. Taylor's like, what?
He must have 4 or 5 rebounds here in the.
Oh, he's got at least a couple offensive rebounds. And
Isom hits again.
Isom. And that's going to force Salerno to take a timeout. Crowd loving what they're seeing here. We're loving what we're seeing. We got some new players here in this team, Hazen, and I'm really liking what what they did to start this game. They, you know, they're pounded that ball inside, in little inside out. You pound the ball inside, that sucks that defense in. It closes that defense in, and it allows your shooters to get open, as we've seen with Morty and Isom hit a couple threes, and that's going to spread that defense back out again, and we pound it back inside. You'll see a little chess game with Salerno and Taroba back and forth, and how he wants to defend. You want to play in front of post players maybe to close that gap on that three-point line, or play behind.
And just like that, you have it. St. John Riptide on a 10-2 run, and Coach Salerno calls timeout.
Well, you know, Hazen, I've been saying to you all season, this team is missing a big, strong guy inside that can defend that paint. Maybe not necessarily have to be a shot blocker, but somebody can plug that paint and body you and defensive rebound, finish our defense with rebounding the basketball, and somebody that can give you 10 to 15 points on the offensive end. And I was really excited when I seen that this Riptide team had picked a mid up at the trade deadline, and you know, talking to Scott, there was you know, multiple players on the table and guys that they were working with, and Scott was equally as excited when they locked down Ahmed to come here in St. John. And I tell you what, folks, now in the timeout, he gets an elastic and pins that hair back. He's going to be even faster now, Ethan.
Yeah, look out. Malcolm Miller with a big block there, just couldn't control it. As Anthony Anderson knocks down a nice three-pointer for him.
We haven't seen that before, have we?
Too many.
About 1,000 times. And Isom had the three, decided against it. A beautiful screen from Ahmed inside, gives him the wide open driving lane.
And Ahmed there, just in case it didn't go through the rim, he was there to clean it up. Really like what I see him.
And Corey Allman off the screen, but there's Jeremiah Morty doing a good job on Corey Allman. You know, watch him play last night. What do you have, 9 threes in the game, Hayden?
Yeah.
Allman did. You know, I'm sure that was a topic of conversation before this game started. And Morty, you have the job of guarding that young man tonight.
And I'm sure that's why Corey Allman was having a rough time there earlier, because Morty's giving him everything he got. And Jeremiah Morty, bang, he hits another three.
2 threes from Morty. He's your best on-the-ball defender at one end, and he's giving you offense at the other end. You got to like that if you're Coach Taroba.
Yeah.
And good hand pressure by Isom as Morty gobbles up that rebound. Takes it from Ahmed. Ahmed's got to say, like, push that little guy out of the way. That's my rebound, Morty. That's my rebound. You know, Ahmed posting up. Nothing there, comes out screens all the way around to Morty, who's a little bit of a heat check. Sometimes you don't want a heat check if a guy's got a good hand pressure in your face, Hazen. And
yeah.
And good block inside by the big fella. And here comes Wormley.
Oh, wow, catch me if you can.
No, he couldn't. And the little guy's fingertips right up on the rim, laying that in, Hazen, at 5'7".
He can move.
And nice up fake. Nice up fake, and was fouled on that three-point line, but makes it anyway. And Khalees can score that ball, Hazen.
You're right, he can, yeah.
And off the mark, here comes Khalees. And Williams, Khalees just made one. He thought about it and said, let's get it out, get an offense, try to get a wide open shot. Anderson finds Williams, who is wide open, and makes this Riptide team pay. And Coach Taroba wants to talk things out. But folks, when we come back, Taekwon Gord's going to enter the game. First time here in St. John, playing in front of this home squad. Another one of the acquisitions here. I'm hearing some good things. I've only seen YouTube videos, Hazen. I know he made the final cut for the Orlando Magic G League team, if I am correct.
Yep.
And didn't quite make the squad, but here he is with us. We're happy to have him. I'm hearing how athletic he is. If there's a rebound anywhere in his area, he goes and gets it, and a good defender to boot. So looking forward to seeing him come on the floor here right after this timeout.
Bus, the official travel partner of the signature on Riptide. Visit our website for more.
So folks, glad we could bring you this broadcast. If you missed it at the start, I'm Stacey Atkinson, and with me tonight, Hazen Merchant. Happy we can bring you this broadcast, this live feed. Hazen, you know, these folks can watch from around the world, around North America, and they can watch their friends and loved ones, and Moncton fans can join in, and they can follow their team at home and on the road. So this Moncton team making a little run. Hazen knocked a couple much-needed threes down. Coach DeRoba talks things over. Okay, we're defending the paint really, really well, but we're giving up some open threes because of that. So let's see what the changes they've made in their defense to kind of maybe close on those three-point shooters a little quicker. And like I said, closely matched teams like this, it comes down to a chess game between coaches. And Miller.
Oh, nice. Hoop in the arm.
It's a tough.
Miller, nice fade back jumper.
Well, we talk about he's such a tough cover at 6'6", so with that speed, you put somebody quick enough to guard him, they're going to be 6'3" or 4. So you put somebody big enough to defend him, maybe that's his size or bigger, they're going to be slower.
Yep.
As he showed right there, quick move, pull up, jump shot, gets the old-fashioned three. Yeah, like I said, I told him a couple months ago, pretty soon, young fella, you're going to be one of the top 5 players in this league. And every coach's game plan coming in is, okay, how do we guard Miller? Do we double team him? When do we double team him? Who do we put on him? And microwave Mency into the game also. I missed him checking in, Hazen, but Darren Mency in the game.
Yep.
Having a little fun before the game. We talked about Darren Mency with that microwave Mency nickname, and I said, now did I give you that or did you have that before? And of course BA was there. He said, no, he's going to tell you he had that since he was 8 years old. whatever. He said before he came here he was a convection oven.
Yeah.
So they were all laughing about it, and I said, well, we've seen many games there last season before his injury where he's coming in and he's giving you 8 or 10 points in a minute and a half stretch. So
yeah,
hence the name Microwave Mency.
Definitely someone that can get you back in a game in a game with 2 or 3 minutes left in it real quick.
Yeah. Now that pass needs to be a bounce pass. Defender is defending over the top shoulder. But sometimes that's the guy calling for the ball, calling for it in the wrong spot. It's natural for a guard to give a post player the ball where he's calling for the basketball and not checking the defense behind him. Now, folks, if you didn't know, Darren Mency coming off an Achilles tendon injury where he tore his Achilles less than a year ago, and he's back playing professional basketball. And it's amazing that he's back this early and recouping
for sure.
And playing at this level of basketball. I guess the equivalent of the G League for the NBL maybe would be the local men's league. We could have started him out and get back into the playing, but no way. No, he come back in a hurry, and he's coming back strong. Oh, Gord wanted that upstairs. Miller couldn't find him in time. Posting up.
Pretty move there from Horace Wormley.
As Ahmed checking into the game for a second stint. Isom gets a rest, much needed rest, deserved rest, and a well-deserved cheer from the crowd as he walks off the floor. Always appreciative of the hard work that these players put in. This crowd is, it's a hard hat. It's a hard hat town, Hazen, but also very knowledgeable of the game here, and they love it when a player plays hard. They love it when a player plays well.
They must have noticed when Ali Ahmed was playing, because when they seen him coming back in,
Wow, look at Gord.
wow, just gobble that up. Wow. Yeah, they gave a nice warm welcome there for Ali Ahmed when they seen him getting set to check back in.
Yeah, definitely. And Gordon Ahmed defending that well, as is Miller. Fouls a jump shooter. Cardinal sin of basketball. Do not foul a jump shooter. Well, you see that more in today's game than you ever did. I'm talking NCAA, NBA, NBL. You see jump shooters getting hit on the jump shot that you just never saw, you know, 5 to 10 years ago or before. Not the amount that you see now. And I can't pinpoint it, Hazen. I don't know why. I don't know. Are the players just more athletic now and they're getting into those shots quicker and jumping higher? I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, if I don't know what the stat is, but if you statted the NBA and NCAA and the NBL here on fouls on jump shooters, it's astronomical compared to what it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And down to 7 on the shot clock. Little screen and roll, little pick and pop. Couldn't find him. Now we're hurrying. 2 seconds on the shot clock as microwave Mency. Oh, it looked good.
That looked good.
It looked good from here, Hazen. It looked really good from this angle, but just did not drop. At double A, looking for a screen out top, gets it. Finds his way to the rim, as we've seen 100 times before, Hazen, 1,000 times before. Just off the mark, but look at Ahmed working there.
And last touch by a Magic player.
And that said Magic player did not like the call, and Ahmed did. But look at him working there, Hazen. I can't wait to get the stats here at half and hopefully get him after this quarter when we find out how many. I'm guessing he's got 3 offensive and 4 defensive.
Yep.
We've already, that was the biggest weakness for this Riptide team, was offensive rebounding before. Yep. 7-8 offensive rebounds a game when we should be up around the 16 mark. And we're over halfway there already, and first quarter hasn't ended. Oh, that's Taekwon Gord looking for his first basket as a Riptide player. Didn't get it. But you can see the talent there, Hazen. You can see it. Yep. You can see the athleticism. He's working hard. Oh, Ahmed did not touch him. But young Dave McGrattan says, yes, he did. He's closer than we were. He even pointed to the exact spot on his arm where he was hit. And Patillo off the mark. Patillo, potato, tomato, what is it? It's Patillo, I think. And off the mark on both of those.
As Taekwon Gord gets a rebound.
All right, so I'm going to look here. Pronunciations, I hope I'm saying that right at folks. Patillo is how I'm going to say it the rest of this game, unless somebody says otherwise. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Hazen. Just not a good pass there. 2 defenders. And good foul by Kenny Otieno, who broke up the shore layup, I think, or the dunk. Darren Redpath getting set to check into the game, and Horace Wormley he'll 47.5 seconds the rest of this quarter. He'll get in between quarters the rest, maybe start that second, maybe get a couple more minutes. So in real time, he'll get about 20 minutes of rest, which is good. Logging a lot of minutes as the only point guard on this team.
Yep.
Oh. Well, I say only tonight. Unfortunately, Benny, who we can say is a backup point guard, dislocated his finger in practice a couple days ago. Not only dislocated it, but put the knuckle right out through the skin. So I've dislocated fingers before, but I've never had them come out through the skin. That's a tough one. You look down, you look at that, your end of your finger is sideways, and it's out through the skin.
Yeah.
You get a little wobbly.
Yeah.
And a little better motion here by this Moncton team right now.
Oh, wow.
Taekwon Gord said, no way. And Ahmed inside gets fouled by Jennings and gets himself to the free throw line. You know, I'll say it again, Hazen. We've seen him here playing against this Riptide team just one time, and would have loved to see him in a Riptide uniform. Here he is. And not only is he hurting this Moncton team, you know, on the boards and on the book. In the books, he goes over to their bench and borrows one of their towels to dry his hands off.
That's good sportsmanship, though, really. I like what I see. First quarter, you know.
I'm not sure what the discrepancy is here. Maybe who the foul was on. I'm not sure. They're talking about a player being active or non-active, being activated, and maybe not on the roster. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's on the floor here. We got
The airport should not take longer than your flight. YSJ, your
we got Double A.
your gateway to the world. YSJ,
We got Terrell Baines,
the St. John Riptide support.
Al Stewart,
Brent Jennings.
Brent Jennings, and
Patillo.
Patillo. As far as I knew, they were all activated. Are they talking about Jennings maybe?
Yeah, I did see a post where it said Brent Jennings was deactivated
Today?
last night.
Geez, you know what? I think I remember seeing that too. So was he not activated for this game? You have to go through the proper paperwork and
Right.
Now, how long has he played in this game? I think it's something simple as just a technical foul.
Yep.
It's a new one for me. You know, a player on the floor playing and hasn't been activated. And so I don't know. I got to dig out the rule book on that one, the FIBA rule book.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Support your favorite player and support the St. John Riptide. And one more reminder, guys, don't forget about those 50 tickets. They're available in a couple spots on the concourse.
Well, Coach,
So basically, Moncton is trying to play with their
and Double A as a quarter ended off the mark. So, folks, here's the rundown. Jennings was deactivated, wasn't activated for the game tonight. And the argument was, you know, what happened to the St. John team when they were in Moncton, had a player and they realized it, you know, that wasn't activated. Anyway, the technical free throws were shot by the Moncton team. But tonight, the referee said, no, there's no technical free throws to be shot. So they're saying, okay, why is it one rule one night and not the other? But
Well, if it's going to go one way, it's, you know, for one, it should be for the other too. It should be looked at.
So, you know, I'm not sure what the rule is. Like we said, is there technical fouls? Do you wipe out points that the guy even got? Or, you know, you don't obviously, but. So I'm not sure what. Yeah. Hazen's going to grab those stats, folks, and we're going to get some rebounding stats. You hopefully Ahmed is around 7 that I thought. All right, back to action here, folks. 24-13 in that first quarter. As Patillo, that's all I'm going to say it right. Patillo scores the opening basket here in the second quarter, cuts that lead to 24-15. So, you know, like I said, Hazen, getting it done defensively, holding a high output offense of Moncton to 13 first quarter points.
Nice cut there from Ali Ahmed and Morty to find him.
And Double A penetrate inside, but defended well by Morty. Didn't buy the pump fake, stayed straight, got good hand pressure. As Aaron Redpath says, somebody come get this ball out of my hands here. Oh, Patillo just hammers that down. 26-17, still a 9-point Riptide lead. And like I thought, Hazen Kostaroba looking to get Wormley 2 or 3 more minutes rest there, as long as he can anyway, if they're not going to put any ball pressure on. You know, if I'm Salerno, Hazen, this Riptide team without a point guard in the game, I'm up pressing. I am up pressing, and I'm going to make this Riptide team pay for every single second that you don't have your point guard in the game.
Yep.
You know, but kind of letting this Riptide team off the hook by not pressing. As Ahmed just off the mark by 7 or 8 inches on that jump shot. As Gord switched out on Anderson. He had the big fellow over on Patillo. Finds a wide open Baines. Yeah, good, I was going to say good ball pressure from good hand pressure from Gord. And Otieno with that great pass underneath. Oh, as Gord couldn't get that one to go. He's still looking for his first basket as a Riptide player.
Here in Harbor Station.
Here in Harbor Station, yes. Yeah, let me correct that. His first basket as in a home game in front of these fans. Redpath out of the game. Wormley quickly back in. Taroba did give him that couple minutes of rest. So about 20 minutes of real-time rest for Wormley. Comes in fresh, Hazen.
And Taekwon Gord goes 1 for 2.
And 27-17, folks. Second quarter, just a couple minutes into it.
And there we have it. Taekwon got his first point here in Harbor Station.
And a wide open Al Stewart out top. He's not going to miss that. No. Al Stewart shooting the 3 ball at 34%, so maybe up to about 35% now, and that make his first one of the game. And yes, Taekwon Gord just had to see the ball go through.
I was going to say, he's seen that one go through the rim, and maybe that's what he needed.
Sometimes it's a free throw, sometimes it's a layup, but you see that ball go through the hoop, and that gives you that little bit of confidence. Sometimes the most dangerous guy on the floor, Hazen, offensively, is the last guy that made a shot.
Yep.
And for them, it was Al Stewart who missed that 3 as the shot clock running down. And Otieno drives to the basket, finds wide open Morty. And mid out to Wormley. He says, yeah, let's talk things over here. Run a little bit of offense. We still got 10 seconds on the shot clock. And a screen up top from Ahmed. He rolls to the rim. Wormley finds a wide open Morty in the corner. Couldn't get it to go where he's made one already.
It looked good.
Corey Allman, you do not want to let him get going. Like we said, 9 made threes for Corey Allman in last night's game. Wormley high off the backboard, Hazen. Did you show him that teardrop?
I did.
Yeah, he's got that down back now.
I showed him that. Actually, it was late Wednesday night. I showed him that.
Late Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So you just drew him a picture?
Yep.
Or you actually showed him?
No, I sent him a text there. What it's supposed to look like, just a little floater, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, it worked.
The angle it's going to be exactly 73 degrees going towards the rim.
That's what I told him.
Corey Allman over to Al Stewart. Good ball movement here in this Moncton team, but off the mark, and
Nice rebound from Marika Isom.
Isom high above the rim for that one. And finds a wide open Isom. And bang!
Drains it.
Like I said, Isom, the sweetest stroke in all of the NBL. That jump shot and that three-point shot from Marika Isom.
As Coach Lerno sees that, he opts to put a couple big guns in as Denzel Taylor and Jeremy Williams get set to check in.
Oh, Wormley, a great job on the help side defense. And Wormley transition three. Oh, couldn't get it to go.
That would have been big.
Well, what would have been really big if he throws it down to the 6'11 Isom with a 6'4 guy on him. And Corey Allman fouled on the jump shot. Like I said, there's been more fouls on jump shots in the NBL, NCAA, and the NBA this year than I've ever seen in 10 years of basketball before that. And the bad thing about this, we just talked about, sometimes the shooter needs to see the ball go through the hoop.
And Corey Allman just seen one go through and another one.
Just seen a couple go through.
Yeah.
And like we said, he hit 9 threes in the game last night, Aiden? Yeah. And that's not the first time this year he's done that.
He dropped 11 on St. John's in St. John's.
Yeah. Yeah, hired gun right there. That's the definition of a hired gun. Oh, you want to throw that up to the big fella. Don't throw it down there or little Al Stewart to take it out of his hands.
No.
Let him go into it. Once Hamid gets his hands on it, you're not knocking it out of his hands, I guarantee you. And lots of movement here in this Riptide team. Ahmed. And just blocked inside. Good job. And I like the little chip on Ahmed's shoulder too. I like it. And great hand pressure from Isom. Wormley, smallest guy on the floor, comes up with that rebound.
I was showing him how to do that too, Stacy, there Wednesday.
Yeah. I thought that was something new he added to his game. That's Miller.
Oh, makes it look easy.
Well, I said, so the guy on the floor quick enough to stay with Miller is 6'1" Al Stewart.
Right. Yeah.
And I think we got Malcolm Miller. No, we got 20. Who's the foul on here?
Jeremiah Morty
Oh, Morty, sorry.
picks up his second.
Well, there's 23, there's 33 out there, there's 32 out there. I don't know if he had his hands backwards or not, what the referee was doing, but.
All right, we got a few birthday people in the house today. Let's put your hands together and give a special happy birthday shout out to Cody Red. She turns 29 years young today. Also, Stuart Lawson got a new reception. He's 17. Let's give it up for Stuart. And also, we're going to give a special 4-year anniversary shout out to Justin and Sarah Meeker. And now, one of the players on our hometown Riptide, newcomer number 10, Taekwon Gord. Please put your hands together and wish him a happy birthday. Hey, Taekwon, happy birthday, man.
They only got Gord total. You got.
Well, folks, we talked about getting you some stats, and you're probably wondering why we didn't get back to you. There's a little glitch in the system here. They couldn't print anything off. Hazen did go over and look at the monitor. We had a med for about 3 offensive rebounds and 4 defensive. They got him for 1 offensive and 3 defensive, so I am way off on that one. I watch some game film when I go home. There was twice. He got a couple offensive rebounds on his own shots in 2 different possessions. So, so it is what it is, I guess. Dang. Oh, Corey Allman from the concession stand. Wow. Wow. He was out past that Riptide logo, Hazen.
That's
on that one.
That's not a good sign.
And Isom said, hey,
I can do it too.
I'm only 6 inches outside the 3-point line, but all the same amount of points.
That's right.
And Isom now with his 4th 3, Hazen, that sound right?
Yep.
4 threes and a free throw, I believe. Al Stewart gets his hands on that, keeps that alive for this Moncton team. And Corey Allman just knows how to score. When you can shoot the ball as well as that, Hazen, you can add so many moves to your arsenal. And, well, you know, it's either a foul or out on Moncton. So we're just going to say out on Moncton. Taylor doesn't pick up the foul. Wormley gets the ball baseline out of bounds. And Miller, wide open corner 3.
Bang. Miller time.
Miller time. And good defense and good interior defense. And it's going to be an intentional foul.
Yep.
Grabbing the jersey. I don't think they're going to call it intentional, but Wormley was dragging him to center court. He's holding on to his jersey. You got to tuck it back in. FIBA basketball, you grab the jersey, it's an automatic unsportsmanlike foul. But not that time. And a timeout. I'm not sure who called it, Hazen. Maybe it's the media. I'm not sure.
Media, yeah. Yeah, that's quite a thing to see. 5'7" gingerbread man dragging 6'8" Jeremy Williams to center court.
When you start off with that much speed from the get-go, you could have 1,000 pounds hanging on you. You're going to drag it a little bit.
All right, everybody, it's time for the St. John Marine Dance Camp. Get out of your seat. Show your moves.
And here we go. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Riptide 42-27 lead over this Moncton Magic team. Hazen defense on one end and knocking down shots on the other end. As Miller knocks down another long 2. He said it wasn't a 3, long 2, but You know, hopefully get some halftime stats here. I'm guessing 6 made threes already here in this quarter, 4, 6, maybe 7.
Yep.
You know, you look at even the Golden State Warriors who make 12 threes a game, Hazen. Like,
That's right.
You've already made 7. Again, a jump shooter fouled. I really would like to see the stats on that in different leagues. How many times? I don't think anybody keeps that jump shooter being fouled, but it's just the numbers are just astronomical compared to what they used to be. As Hamed getting a rest probably the remainder of this half, and a big hand from this crowd, really appreciating his Riptide debut here in St. John. And fouled on a 3. Khalees is going to get 3. Makes the first one, misses the second. And 2 for 3 he gets. 44-29, still a 15-point Riptide lead here. Hazen playing well.
Yeah, they are.
You know, I go ahead, Hazen.
Holding the Moncton Magic, you know, to Horace Wormley. Gotta show that one. He just knocked down a 3.
Everybody else is making one. I might as well.
Yeah, but I mean, holding the Moncton Magic to usually what would be like a first quarter point for them, 29.
Yeah,
you know, at
but still under 3 minutes.
Right,
to go
20
here.
minutes in playtime. You know.
As Marique Isom doing a fabulous job. Hey, what makes a good defender? What have I said all season? What makes a good defender? You keep your body in front of the basketball. It's a simple game. The most unathletic players or the athletic players can be great defenders if you keep your body in front of the ball at all times. He changes, he crosses it over, get your body back in front of the ball. And that's what you just saw Isom there do.
Yep.
So folks at home, you can rewind that a little bit and you want to watch a little defensive schooling. You watch what Isom just did down the other end of the floor.
As Taekwon Gord just off the mark.
And a little travel down low by Williams. But, you know, AA had a layup that he can normally make, but Gord did a good job closing.
Right.
And avoiding any contact at all. AA the best in the league at getting into a defender and getting himself to the free throw line. Miller wants that post down low. Why not? We got shooters outside.
Bang! There it is.
Shooters outside with their feet already pointing at their basket. Their shoulders are square to the basket as AA makes it look easy. And here comes Ahmed. I thought he was done for the quarter, but he's coming back in. As Denzel Taylor throws down that dunk with his elbow. A little pick and pop from Isom out top. Couldn't get it to go. Well defended by AA and Williams. And Wormley says, well, you know, sometimes when you switch and you've got a big guy on you, you just take him to the rim.
Yep.
You play with him a little bit out there, you toy, you know, you get him rocking back and forth with maybe a couple crossover dribbles between the legs, and then you just blow by him, take a layup.
Yep.
And a big hand for Isom as he comes off the floor. And the crowd willed that one in.
It wasn't pretty, but it went.
Hey, you know, kids at home, you're still playing the game. That's why you put rotation on your basketball, on your jump shot. So when it hits that rim, it hits it nice and soft, and you get the benefit of it spinning in there, down inside that cylinder. So. A double A penetrate, finds a wide open Williams out top. Couldn't get it to go. And Miller with the rebound for the wide open Gord. Hammers it down.
Is the rim still there, Stacy?
I think so. It's still shaking, I will tell you that.
He was making a statement there.
Oh, Gordy gets up. In the air long enough, he checks his watch, see what time it is, and then throws a dunk down.
Yeah.
And leave the ball alone on this end. We get a delay of game, which is, crucial. The players tend to forget that. The second delay of game is a technical foul as the game goes on.
Yep.
So, court awareness. Al, nice screen down low. Nice screen out top from Ahmed. It was actually kind of a slip screen, Hayes. It didn't even make contact.
Yeah.
He quickly slipped to the rim, and Wormley finds him, gets himself to the free throw line. Do you think Wormley's going down the floor thinking, oh yeah, I like this big fella. my assist total is going up.
Yeah. Just doing it all right.
He is, it's an easy game when you're making shots.
Right.
Several threes made here, Hazen, by this Riptide team. Hey, they miss half those shots, and we got a tie ball game. But everything's all hunky dory when you're making shots. As Williams tries to knock one down on the outside and does, stops the bleeding a little bit. 56-41, and you will see this Riptide team. Mency was falling down at Corey Ullman to close the quarter and gets it to go. Wow, costly quick shot by this Riptide team. Not the way you want to close the quarter, Hazen. And sorry, I said it was 41 earlier, but it is 41 now. And 56-41, 15-point Riptide lead. Like I said, it's all fine and dandy when you're making shots. This Moncton team's made a couple shots in a row. Stop the bleeding a little bit, give them a little confidence going into that dressing room. But going to be interested to see, Hazen, what Coach Salerno talks about, what Coach Taroba thinks Salerno's talking about and how he counters it, and vice versa. And it's always interesting to see what these professional coaches talk about at halftime and how their teams come out and react to what each other did.
Yep.
And should be an interesting second half. So, folks, don't go anywhere. It's a heck of a ball game. It's 56-41. And in the NBL, that lead can be erased in a matter of a minute and a half.
Yep.
We've seen it before.
Yep.
So, come on back here in about 12 minutes or so. We'll have some first half stats for you, and then the second half.
as you may see, there's a little bit of chaos going down here on the court. So what we're doing here is we've got the kids from Cannabacasis Valley Basketball Association. So they're all huge basketball fans here. So what I'm gonna have them all do is I'm gonna have them take off those jerseys quickly. So I'm gonna have them take off those jerseys quick. So I'm gonna get them all to put their jerseys on at once. Take it off. And then I'm gonna get them to run around the pylon and then back again. And then they're going to take off their jersey and they're gonna pass it to the person behind them next in line. And that person is gonna do the same thing, and whoever finishes the fastest gets a $50 gift card to McDonald's. Now, let me hear these teams. Are you guys ready? I can't hear you. One more time. Are you ready? There we go. Okay, on your mark. Get set. Put on that jersey. Go! I forgot. All right, now quick. Go, go, go. We've got team number 4 in the lead. Wow, these guys are fast. I feel like they should be on the court playing basketball during the game. All right, now we've got number 1. They are in the lead. Good job, guys. Come on, guys, keep it going. Hurry, hurry, hurry. It's okay if the jersey's inside out. Woo, wow, these are some fast guys. Hey, guys, come on, let's hear some noise for these kids. Come on. They need some encouragement. Let's hear it. Oh, man, we've got some kids in the lead here. It looks like some of these kids have done this before. How are you feeling right now?
What?
Are you feeling nervous?
Yeah.
You're next. Go, go, go. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. He doesn't have his arms through. Oh, my goodness. Good job, guys. Keep it going, keep it going. We're close to the end, I think. Wow, you are speedy. So I can see there's a few people on the go. Oh man, I feel like we almost have a winner. Come on, guys, let's hear it for these kids. Oh my goodness, we have a winner. Team 3, congratulations. How do you feel?
Amazing!
All right, congratulations. To the winner, they have won the $50 gift card to McDonald's. And to the other players, thank you so much for participating. You did fantastic.
Here, I'll take it. Okay.
Dirty Dancing, the record-breaking live theater sensation is finally here. Spectacular dancing and all your favorite songs. Dirty Dancing. Don't miss it. You'll have the time of your life. Tickets on sale now.
All right, folks, Stacey Atkinson here back with you in St. John, New Brunswick. This Riptide team, 56-41 over the Moncton Magic. And doing it on the defensive end, except for the last 2 possessions, 2 3-pointers in a row from this Moncton team to stop the bleeding a bit, and a little momentum going into the second half here. Promised you, well, we didn't promise you, said we'd have the program fixed, the software fixed. We can get you some stats, but can't get into it yet. Can't get into it. They're putting the stats in. They just can't see them. They know they're there because they're coming up once in a while. They can see them. So if you do want some stats, get into go on the website and go into the stats. And if you are curious what the rebound situation, the 3-pointers made, et cetera, are. So anyway, sorry about that. We couldn't bring you any stats tonight, and hopefully maybe before the end of the game they got something fixed, and away we go. Oh, and Hazen's giving me the finger up there. He's gonna go on his phone. He's gonna look at some stats, and maybe we can bring you something there. So. Well, like I said, 56-41. Riptide lead by 15 starting this third quarter, but don't go anywhere because, like we said, a 15-point lead can be erased in a matter of a minute and a half to a couple minutes at this level of play, no question, as Moncton does get first ball inbounds to AA. That's Jeremy Williams. Off the mark. Oh, here comes Marique Isom. Gets fouled down low. That will be Riptide basketball baseline.
Jason Calise picking up that foul for the Magic.
All right, folks, we're not going to have Hazen here for about 5 minutes. He's looking at stats. He's writing down points and rebounds and maybe how many 3-pointers made by different players here and the stats, and he's a very slow reader. He's just learning, so he might be a couple minutes. Hazen, would that help? They have pictures with it. Wide open to Marique Isom. That's the old high school baseline out of bounds play I used to run.
Dropping a couple more in for St. John.
Screen the screener, you screen and then you make them switch and then you open up. So the guy you screened either gets the ball or you open up and you get the basketball. There's no way to stop it.
You count that bucket. Williams going to the line. Attempt a 3-point play. Ali Ahmed picking up that foul for St. John. His second, team's first.
And Ali Ahmed commits a foul. And the only thing he's mad about there, Hazen, is he didn't hit it hard enough that he missed a basket. Sometimes your instinct is you foul and you try to pull away real quick to make it look like you didn't foul. And then you realize, I should have just stayed with it, hit him a little harder, and put him on the free throw line for 2 instead of an and 1.
So a little first half stats for the St. John Riptide. We got Marique Isom leading the way, 13 points, 3 3-pointers. They got him down for. I got him for 4, but 3. Malcolm Miller with 12 points. Horace Wormley with 9 points. Ali Ahmed 8 points and 4 rebounds, and Taekwon Gord with 6 rebounds. For the Moncton Magic, leading the way, Corey Allman, 13 points. Shooting 3 for 6 from the 3, 50%. And we got Jeremy Williams with 8 points, and then nothing really that stands out after that. It goes down significantly after that, but a little bit of stats.
All right, Hazen, thank you. And I like how you did the math real quick on the 3 for 6.
You like that? Horace Wormley showed me that tonight.
Yeah. And, like we said, they close the quarter on giving up 2 3-point shots and 5 unanswered here. Or sorry, not 5 unanswered. The Riptide team has scored a couple, but defense isn't where it was the first half, that's for sure. But
shows me that he does have 4 3-pointers.
yeah, you know, the sweetest stroke in all of the NBL from the three-point line Isom has is just pretty to watch. Man, good pass from Ahmed to Miller. Miller to Morty, misses a shot, and the smallest guy on the floor for the rebound and gets himself to the free throw line.
And the whole Riptide bench is smiling, even coach, he's laughing.
Well, you know, I guess it was Morty that was fouled. A little late whistle. I thought it was the tipping attempt from Horace Wormley.
End of the game for Moncton. Giving Williams a break. Jeremiah Morty to the line, shooting 2 for St. John.
And Williams out. And Patillo in the game. Patillo had a great first half, so why not get him back in there quickly again? And Morty off the mark on that second one, 62-46.
Morty going 1 and 2 from the line.
And Patillo finds a wide open Corey Allman. And that's something the opposing coach doesn't want to hear, a wide open Corey Allman. But doesn't make him pay on that one. You know, sometimes you get a set play.
And just a reminder, it's
and you just
last
automatically
call for
pass
your
it.
50-50 tickets.
A play might be screen, 3 passes, somebody for a jump shot.
Once again,
When you go
they're
ahead and you make those
supporting
passes
United Way. Please
sometimes,
pick one
even when
up.
they're not open, because it is that set play. As the case that last possession with Isom, but luckily Moncton player knocked it out of bounds. And we have 2 hands into the back on the pass, baseline out of bounds.
No shot. Anthony Anderson picking up that foul on the floor for the Magic. That's his second, team's 4th.
And as double A's, still arguing with the referee.
Morty says, I'll take that and drain one.
Yeah. And wide open Allman again outside, but couldn't get it to go. But look at that. Denzel Taylor. Oh, great pass from Morty. And a little pump fake in there. There we go.
Nice offensive rebound.
I don't know if he's going to get him on the stats, because we had him for about 4 offensive in the first half, and they got him for 1.
Yeah.
You know, Ahmed, I got his shot blocked, Hazen, and I'm thinking you need to pump fake on this next one. He does. And sometimes that it maybe doesn't get the defense to jump, but it just gets him off balance and not ready to spring at your next shot.
Oh. I thought Morty had that.
Well, he did. Yeah, he did have that. He had it right down the back of his shorts, and it slipped out the bottom.
Those are some big shorts.
It's going to be St. John ball. And Lancaster Mall, your community place, they're a proud sponsor of our St. John Riptide.
And Isom out top. Wormley says, let's run a set play. Fake screen, back out top. That was for a wide open jump shot from Isom, but couldn't get the ball. Isom said, I'm going to get something out of nothing anyway.
Does it again.
He is feeling it.
Dropping a drain for St. John.
As I look down the Magic bench, and there, Salerno's scratching his face like,
what do you do? What do you do? You got Corey Allman, who had 9 threes last night. Then you face a Marique Isom, who's got 6 or 7 threes here in the next game you play. And Miller just off by a couple feet. He's going to kill us on that one. He hears that.
Horace Murphy was contact.
2 feet to the right.
Going to be his second foul.
2 feet short.
Second.
And Taekwon Gordon in the game for Ahmed. Ahmed playing hard out there.
Ali Ahmed checking out. Put your hands together for him.
And welcome to the team, big fella.
Yep, crowd showing them they like what they're seeing.
Yeah, I
How could you not?
took a walk around here at halftime and ran into 4 or 5 different fans who said, I really like this guy. I really like that. Gord and Ahmed, I really like them. They're playing hard, they're playing well. And I said, hey, that's good job in the front office, Hazen.
Yeah, for sure.
And Al Stewart, as the shot clock's running out, but there's Patillo with an offensive rebound. Wow, as Khalees lines one up and drains it. And good screen up top. And up top it goes. Oh, he threw that.
Nice save by Jaquan Gord.
Oh, wow.
Run and dive.
Now back to Isom because he's already made about 7.
Bang. Not off by a millimeter.
Wasn't off by a millimeter. Miller time, folks. He always, whenever he misses one by 2 feet, he makes the next one, Hazen.
He does, yeah.
Oh, wow. Patillo just hammers it down, slaps the backboard, signs his name on the backboard before he comes down.
Should have put a little Windex on it. Oh, it's Cotton Gord.
No
foul?
Yeah, we got a late call from the outside official. But
he's going to need the paddles.
The official on the baseline was
right there, within 6 inches away, and no call. Who needs a call on that?
Then he gets a stare down to his fellow official, like, what are you calling the hammer down there?
Yeah, no need for a call there. He only got flipped upside down.
He's not bleeding.
C10.
Not bleeding. Why you calling him out?
Over to the sound booth and collect your prize. It's time for your flex cam. Get those guns out. Show us what you're working down. Sponsored by Good Life Fitness. Come on, St. John. Show us your muscles. You don't gotta have the biggest guns in the house. Just show them off.
Gord to the line for a couple. Makes that first one.
Gord converted both his free throws for St. John.
Well, this Riptide team, I'm not going to say taking off where they left off, Hazen, because they closed that game. They closed that first half. Moncton on a 6-0 run.
Yep.
But it quickly got it back. And Gord, good pass inside, just couldn't hang on to that basketball. And a great pass from Double A down low. Patillo keeps his dribble. Finds Stewart. And good drive from Stewart, and Gord gets a foul.
Taekwon Gord picking up that foul for St. John. Stewart's going to go to the line, shoot a couple for the Moncton Magic. Give him a little encouragement, St. John style.
And now Stewart 1 for 2, but offensive rebound. Moncton gets another one. Double A with the 80-mile-an-hour crossover dribble and foul inside. I'm not sure who they're calling it on. 23
Jeremiah Morty.
On Morty, yeah.
After the game today, St.
You know, Wormley
John,
upset. He thought he had all ball. He did, I guess. And Morty from behind.
From your
He gets that
favorite
foul.
Riptide player. We've got a couple new players on the team as well today. Why not stick around, get an autograph, say hello, give them a really good St. John welcome. Make them feel happy to be here, St. John.
And Otieno went in the game playing good defense on the perimeter.
Real good
and
defense.
Forces the ball out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Riptide basketball. And Gord up top, not even going to think about shooting that three. And a little hook pass up top. And good,
Nice
good
rebound.
rebound. Kenny Otieno.
Little pump fake from the three, and just couldn't get it over.
Yeah, smartly commits the foul on double A, stopped that 3-on-2 break, which probably saved them a basket, Hazen. You know, sometimes, you know, that's Otieno looks at the replay of that dribble drive right there, and he sees that he had two wide open shooters on the three-point line.
Right.
You know, and maybe he didn't know at the last second before that shot was going to be blocked, but, you know, a couple three-point shooters. You know, the best time to give the ball to a three-point shooter is off a dribble penetration or a kick out from a post. But like I said before, they're already square, their feet are square, their shoulders are square.
Yeah.
And here comes
Look at him go.
I was saying Wormley off to the race. He's the only one in the race.
I was going to say, I said look at him go, but I couldn't find him.
A little stop and pump fake. And turns it over. Here comes Patillo. Gets that one easy. Now you want to push that basketball.
Patillo.
Still a 19-point lead. You know, Moncton's going to go on runs, and Moncton's never going to give up. I guarantee you that.
Oh, no.
And they're going to play hard right until the last buzzer. Down to 3 on the shot clock. Wormley's got to put it up. And doesn't draw iron, and here comes Moncton. You know, getting back into game season is getting stops. Getting stops, one stop at a time.
Yeah.
And you get down the other end of the floor and score. As Gord thought he knocked it off a Moncton player's head, but referee right there and says no.
Last touch by St. John, still going to be the magic ball. Horace is going to take a break for a minute. Aaron Redpath checking into the game.
And a big hand from the crowd for Wormley.
St. John Riptide. Combination is a full-service Atlantic Canadian law firm based right here in St. John at 121 Germain Street. For your personal or corporate legal needs, look no further than Gorman Nason.
Oh, you know, great catch. You know, the ball's on this side of the floor. Your man's on the other side of the floor. Why are you on the other side of the floor guarding him? Why aren't you in the key, both feet in the paint, help side defense, and then he doesn't make that flash pivot, that flash cut, and seal you he sealed him on the other side of the floor in the paint and got that pass. So a little defensive lapse there by Gord. Ball's over here. He needs to be over here at least, somewhat one step ball side, or at least plugging up that paint a little bit and deny that flash pivot, deny that cut.
All right, St. John, time to give away
A lot
another
easier playing defense
prize.
before your man gets the ball.
This
He
time,
gets the ball.
Section U, I
Now-
didn't forget about you guys.
Now he has a
Row
chance to score.
6,
He's not going to score if he doesn't have
Seat
it.
13. Hey, you're the winner of a $25 gift card from Rocky Sports Bar. Please head on over to the sound booth and claim your prize. Also behind me, somewhere up in the stands, there's a guy who just stopped by and said hi at halftime. He said to give him a shout out, so here it is. Hey man, hope you're enjoying the game.
All right, St. John, let's hear you make some noise for the Riptide.
And back to action here. Set play to Gord.
Oh, wow. Nice pass from Miller.
Oh, yeah. Way to make a bad pass and dunk. He threw that at his waist. He caught it at his waist, brought it up over his head, and dunked it with two hands.
Wow.
I'm not saying bad pass, but it just wasn't in a spot where a normal person would dunk it. But we're quickly seeing he's not very normal, Taekwon Gord.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no, that wasn't a double dribble. His hands on top of the ball. You can dribble the ball as high as you want. It doesn't matter how high you dribble that basketball as long as your hand doesn't go underneath the basketball. So we had a foul being committed by Al Stewart. Instead, we find out it's a double dribble call.
Gives the ball back to Moncton.
Yeah, great dribble drive. But Tillo. Whoa. The equipment manager just come running out and says, "Don't break our backboard." He just hammered that one down.
Pushing the limits on the rim.
Red path off the mark. Here comes double A. You knew you were getting something out of this, and double A's got the basketball on a break.
And Cody Anderson dropping a couple
And just like that, 15-point lead, Hayes and I said. This Moncton team, it hasn't given up yet, and they never will.
No, definitely not.
Too much pride in these Moncton players, and a ton of skill, and they're doing it on the defensive end right now. It's one stop at a time and get down and score, like we said. And Patil said, run this out. Double A up top with the basketball with Darren Menzie guarding him. Gets a screen out top. Double A just head first. Bulldozed into Gord, knocked him down, but well after the whistle. And more to the end of the game for Redpath.
Give Aaron Redpath a hand. He's taking a break. Morty checking into the game for the Riptide.
And wide open Baines from about 17 feet.
Baines from the corner.
He
long
throws
two
it
for Moncton.
17 feet and down through the net. And
That's a 13-pointer.
77-64. You're hoping for a 2-for-1 here. As Menzie gets himself to the rim, but foul on the floor. Nobody in bonus yet here, Hazen. Oh, yes, there is. We're saying, baseline out of bounds, just a 6.
Foul on the floor. Who's third? Team 6.
Wow. Oh, Taekwon Gord misses the easy layup. Kenny Otieno with the steal, finds a Gord. I'm not missing this one.
Nice.
I'm not missing this one. So they scored on that possession.
Second time, 2 more for St. John.
That works. You wanted a quick 2 for 1. Only, well, 0 difference in the shot clock right now. Moncton will hold for the last shot, I'm assuming. Unless somebody's got a wide open layup. Down to 5. Down to 3. We got out of it just what they wanted. Clock running, quarter over. Nelson Gord gets, he misses the first, gets the second on a steal from Otieno. A good pass to Gord. And Moncton returns it at the other end. 79-66, 13-point lead. We looked up once, it was 21, now down to 13.
Yeah.
Moncton playing well here, Hazen, in the last 4 or 5 minutes of this third quarter.
Welcome to St. John Riptide Dance Team.
All right, folks, when I say folks, finally got some stats here, Hazen. Printer's working, software's up and running. 21 points right now for Marique Isom. 15 for Malcolm Miller.
All right,
11 for Taekwon Gord.
It's
In
time
his
for
home
the
debut.
Fifty number. If you guys are reaching in
Jeremiah
pocket,
Morty
put those
and
50-50
Ali Ahmed
numbers
both
and check
with 10
them with
points.
me. The winning number, we're taking home $647. It
Leading
is
the
0-5.
Moncton Magic, Corey Almond with 13, Terry Thomas with 12, and Double A with 11.
240. Hey,
Nobody with any
$647.
more than 3 fouls. Malcolm Miller, Jeremiah Morty both with 3, and on the Moncton side, Terrell Baines with 3. So nobody in any significant foul trouble starting this fourth quarter. This Riptide team, Hazen, shooting 54% from the floor. And Ahmed down low. You'd like to see them spin and add a little pump fake to that hesitation, and then take that shot going to the backboard instead of that floater away from the backboard. Maybe start up the lane a little higher so he has the angle on the backboard instead of trying to shoot it off the backboard from kind of the baseline where it's going to slide and roll around the rim. Yeah. And Miller pulls up transition 3. Bang. Knocks it down.
Hey, it's still
Nothing but
time. Malcolm Miller, 2 points for St. John.
I said this Riptide team shooting 54% from 2 and 52% from 3, which just went up with that Miller make.
At the St. John Riptide.
That is, you convert that to 2, folks, and he's shooting there, over 75% if you convert that to 2-point percentage.
Right.
Kenny Otieno picking up that foul for St. John. His third, team's first.
And Corey Allman just a deadly shooter, and again fouled a jump shooter on the baseline. Corey Allman quickly runs to the free throw line.
Kenny Otieno picking up that foul. His fourth, team second.
Quickly runs to the free throw line, but he didn't attempt a shot.
Refs are going to discuss it. Corey Allman on the line, shoot 2 though.
I mean, there's no question. I don't know why they're arguing. He hit him on the arm.
That
We
looks
can
like
see it clear as a bell here.
non-shooting
And find Anderson out top looking for a cutting Patillo, couldn't find him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anderson will make something out of that and does. The master at getting to the paint, drawing the foul, and scoring the basket.
Can count that bucket.
The master at it. Nathan, I have never seen a player better at drawing fouls and scoring than I have him.
We've always said that, you know, about AA. Always gets himself into the defender and gets himself to the line.
And that foul was on Jeremiah Morty. That's his 4th foul.
Play completed. It was Jeremiah Morty picking up that foul. His 4th, team's 3rd.
And Ahmed out top with the ball around to Morty. Looking for a little action down there, couldn't get it.
Stewart picking up that foul.
And Al Stewart with the foul. Ahmed going to set a screen, but Stewart didn't want him to, I guess. Not a good pass. Wow, great pass from Anderson. Great finish from Al Stewart. And just like that, an 11-point game with plenty of time on this clock, isn't it? Forrest Wormley getting set to check into the game. Coach said, you've been sitting long enough. You're probably going to play the rest of this game.
Easy 2 for Ali Ahmed.
Ali Ahmed and Patillo. Looking at Patillo like, why didn't you just drop down? He said, well, there's a guy wide open on the 3-point line. Well, there's a guy wide open taking a layup, which is the higher percentage. Baines, this guy's above everybody. A pass gets tipped, but it gets tipped to the right spot, right to Baines. And he makes the Riptide team pay.
As the lead gets cut to 11.
Yeah, wide open Miller. Couldn't get it to go. No offensive rebounding anymore for this Riptide team. Man, Corey Allman just, I don't know, plenty of time on the shot clock. I'm not sure what he was throwing that up for. That's a play he'd like to get back, I'm sure. And Wormley checks into the game.
Forrest Wormley checking back into the game for St. John.
As Terrell Baines picks up his
Kenny
4th foul.
He's going to take a break. Terrell Baines picking up that foul for the Magic.
Oh, Mency, shake and bake and blender and washing machine, whatever, anything that shakes, that's what he was throwing at him.
Darren Mency.
That's the Darren Mency of last year. We're seeing signs of his physical abilities coming back here, Hazen.
Mency picking up that foul. His 1st, team's 4th. Baines on the line, gonna shoot one more. Cheer him on, St. John.
And 1 for 2 from Baines. 86-74, 8:44 to go here in the 4th quarter. Folks, we said it was going to be a good one, and it is. It always is between these two, inter-province rivals, only an hour and a half, maybe apart. You know, as normal, you have Moncton fans come to St. John. You have St. John fans go to Moncton, so close in proximity. Jeremiah Morty finds a cutting Darren Mency, who gets in the left hand and gets the foul on Patillo.
Darren Mency taking for a hole, getting fouled. He's going to go to the line.
You know, I like jumping off the left foot on the left side. Up with the right, switch it over to your left hand, and lay it in with your left hand. More times than not, you're going to get a defender coming across the body. He thinks you're shooting that with your right. And Menti couldn't make him pay with the free throw, but 88-74. Here comes Al Stewart on the run. And quickly gets into the body of Menti and gets himself to the free throw line.
Menti picking up that foul for St. John. His second, team's fifth. Stewart's on the charity stripe. Cheer him on, St. John.
And Stewart 2 for 2. 8 minutes to go. Wormley with the ball, looking to run an offense. Two shooters in the corners. Ahmed out top, little screen and roll, and finds him. And left hand layup to go. Oh, Ahmed sets a great screen and opens himself up to the ball.
Ahmed
Straight to the front of the rim.
For St. John.
And Miller on Patillo, and good defense by Jeremiah Morty. Gets a hand in there and causes a travel.
For Moncton, St. John ball.
So a couple stops now for this Riptide team, and looking to make this Moncton team pay at the other end. Did last time, looking for a couple baskets in a row. Wide open Morty out top, just off the mark. And like I said a few minutes ago, offensive rebounds now non-existent for this Riptide team in the second half here.
Stewart taking it to a hole for two for the Magic.
And Ahmed from about 16 feet. Knocks it down.
Ali Ahmed dropping a couple.
That's a shot he can make. I've seen him make about 5 of those in a row once, and he's not just an in-the-paint player. And another stop by this Riptide team, and here comes Menti. 2-on-1, finds a Morty, lays it in, and now we'll get a timeout from Coach Salerno just like that. Quickly, a 6-0 run by this Riptide team. You know, it's to get a stop at one end, it's go down and score. Did that 3 times in a row. And folks, back to 94-78, 16-point Riptide lead.
All right, guys. It is time for the 50-50 winner. If you guys would look up at the big screen, Trish Hislop is being awarded a check for $647.
Yeah, $647. You gotta like that.
Congratulations.
All right, 6:35 to go here in the fourth. 70-78 for this Moncton squad. Much lower offensive output than they are used to, especially you watched a game last night when Corey Allman has 9 threes himself, and it's pretty tough to keep them out of the scorebook, I should say. And Wormley with a few tricky dribbles out top. Gets himself wide open and knocks down a big three. I'm not going to say dagger yet, but there's still plenty of time on the clock, but not looking real good here for this Moncton squad. You know, especially when this Riptide team's playing defense like they are. Everybody talking, everybody help side, and finishing defense with box outs. Well, Ahmed does a good job of getting his body in front of the basketball.
Patillo drawing the contact.
Quite
He's going to go
time.
line,
Still
shoot
moving a bit.
Ahmed picking up that
As
foul.
Patillo goes up for that
His
shot, he
third,
gets himself to the
team
free throw line.
Let's give him some support, St. John.
And Patillo off the mark, 20-point lead, but like I said, folks, plenty of time here left in this game, 5:34. And Mency for 3, just off the mark. Good shot, coach says. Good shot, nothing wrong with that, just didn't go. Now let's play some defense and get a stop. Great hand pressure by Hamed. Oh, nice cut. Oh, wow. Marique Isom dunked it so hard, shook the rim so hard, it popped the ball back out of the basket. I've never seen that on a dunk. I've seen it on jump shots where the ball goes all the way to the net and comes back out, but this time on a dunk. And if you can rewind that at home, folks, rewind that. That was something neat to see.
Dropping a couple more in for the Magic.
And Marique Isom, yeah, the ball was kind of wobbling in his hands a bit, spinning in his hands still when he was going to shoot that, and a wide open Stewart down low.
Stewart,
you know,
with
the guy
easy
up,
bucket
the
for
guy or
Magic.
guys up top have got to see that guy leaking out and be that first defender back there that time. Nobody, and as quickly as that, 97-83. Darren Mency with a big 3 right in front of his team's bench, right in front of coach.
You got it, 3 more points for your Riptide.
Med with the defensive board cleans that up. Now Mency just made your last shot. And we got a foul down low. And Horace Wormley to the free throw line.
We've got Jeremy Williams
Fouls
for
on
the
number
Magic.
5, Denzel Taylor.
Taekwon Gord for the Riptide.
And
Jeremiah Morley for the
Is number
Riptide.
3 on him.
Hey, let's give away another prize, St. John.
Darren Mency and Ahmed.
I've been
A big
neglecting
hand
the
from this
floor
crowd as they
seats all
sub out.
night. If you're sitting in
Morty
floor
and
section
Gord
2,
in the game.
row 2, seat 2. Hey, you got a $25 gift card. Head on up to the Rocky Sports Bar. Or head on up to the head on up to the sound booth and grab that gift card. Horace Wormley.
Wormley goes 2 for 2. 102-83. Riptide lead, 3.5 to go. Man, good interior defense. Morty comes up with a loose ball. I said, I can run a bit of this point guard. Everybody else run. Let's get into something here. And finds a wide open Miller. Couldn't get that one to fall. As Marique Isom chases it down. Coach says, let's hold things up here. Use all of this shot clock. And a tough cover. You know, sometimes Miller doesn't want to screen. He just wants to clear out. He just wants to clear out everybody out of the way. Let me take my guy to the basket at, like I said before, at 6'6" with that speed and the handle that he has out there with the a number of one-on-one moves. Sometimes he just doesn't need a screen. He just needs guys to get out of his way, let him get to the rim. He can draw a help defender. Dish it off for a layup. And ice him off the mark, but again, another offensive rebound. I said earlier, offensive rebound second half were not existent, but coming up with a couple big ones here in the last couple of possessions. A little spin, frees the defense, turn and shoot that Jordan fadeaway.
Sweet turnaround jumper, 2 more for your Riptide.
And Clayton up top. And nothing going down low. Good interior defense again. And Wormley says, let's run some clock. At least 20 out of the 24 seconds here. Wide open Miller. Off the mark. Khalees with the rebound. Wow, cross-court pass. Cross-court pass at this level isn't going to happen. And Morty off the mark. Wow, Wormley skying in there for the rebound. It's a wide open. And at this point, folks, just running clock. Moncton's not going to foul. Down by 19 points. No sense. Wormley up for 3 as the shot clock's running down. And Jeremiah Morty gets his hands on it, pulls it away, and gets to the rim for 2 free throws.
I'm here with this big group of people, and I'm pretty sure he's a part of the
And Morty cramping up as he's standing on the free throw line.
Now, I really wanted to give you the ball because I know that you didn't win earlier, so I thought I'd give you something to win for the evening. Congratulations. Thank you.
And he's saying something to the shooter because he's hurt. Referee won't have any of it.
Congratulations.
The free throw shooter never wants to come out of the game. And if he's injured and have somebody shoot the free throw for him. He makes a couple, gets himself out. Yeah, and both legs cramping up for sure.
He's going to give his poor legs a rest.
And a big hand from the crowd for Morty and for Wormley coming out of the game.
He's going to take a break too. Check him back in.
Almost a bit of a curtain call. 106-83. This all but in the books here for this Riptide team. A great job tonight on the defensive end. It takes making shots also. The 3-ball going tonight, I said a while ago was the third quarter, still shooting 53% from the three-point line. That's pretty tough to beat a team that's shooting the ball that well. But, you hear the old saying, sometimes your best defense is a good offense, meaning if you're making baskets, they're throwing the ball in 94 feet away, and you're back with your feet set. All 5 guys with their feet set defensively.
Stewart
and a battle inside for the rebound. Gore comes up with it to Mency, finds a Miller, and Miller going to dribble it out and run some clock. And here comes Williams. He's I don't want you to run the clock. We're gonna, like I said earlier, this Monkey team going to fight until the end. There is no give up in these guys. And Miller wide open 3, couldn't get it to go, but there's a Marik Isom. Mency tries to save it, but out of bounds. Ahmed come out of the game, but quickly back into the game. For Marik Isom, like I said, a little bit of a curtain call again. The crowd on their feet. Standing ovation.
Marquise Clayton going to the line, shoot a couple for the Magic. Aliana picking up the foul.
In off the mark down low, but Clayton digging in there, gets an offensive rebound. Coach is saying don't foul, that's just play basketball. Offensive foul inside. Taekwon Gore taking one for the team, even though they're up 21 points with 17 seconds left. And appreciated by this crowd for sure.
Give him some support, St. John.
So first home game for Taekwon Gore and Ali Ahmed.
Telegraph Journal, proud supporter of your Riptide.
Both play extremely well tonight. Crowd's very happy, fans very happy with the new additions to this team. As we are in the broadcast booth, and as Coach is by the 106-85 victory up on the board. So welcome to St. John. Yo, folks, trade deadline over, and your teams are what they are from here on out. And liking what I see here from this St. John team for a championship run from here on out. And folks, there you have it, 106-85. Like I said, I am Stacey Ackerman. Glad we could bring you this broadcast here tonight. I'm glad you could join us, and we will see you tomorrow night. Thank you very much.